Okay children, so now we are discussing our question number 4. A shell of mass 0.02 kilogram fired by a gun of mass 100 kilogram. The muzzle speed of the shell is 80 meter per second. What is the recoil speed of this gun? So this question is based on law of conservation of momentum. So we have to consider two situations, before firing and after firing. Before firing, mass is there. What is that mass? M1 is M1. I will take the mass of the shell. So M1 is considered as a 0.02 kilogram and its initial velocity. Before firing, both the objects are at rest. So U1 is equal to 0. M2 I will take it as a mass of the gun. So M2 is 100 kilogram and U2 is considered as a 0. And after firing, we know, after firing you can observe that. So in the case of after firing, so V1 means mass of this shell only. So what is the mass of velocity of this shell? So what is that? It is 80 meter per second. And V2 is the recoil velocity of this gun that we have defined. So we have to apply this law of conservation of momentum. What is that? M1 U1 plus M2 U2 is equal to M1 V1 plus M2 V2. Substitute and find. M1 means what is coming? 0.02 into 0 plus 100 into 0. That is equal to M1. That means 0.02 into V1 80 plus so 100 into V2 we have to find. So if you are doing this, 0 is equal to what is coming? So 160. That means 1.6 plus 100 V2. So we will take this as minus 1.6 is equal to 100 V2. So V2 is equal to what is coming? Minus 1.6 divided by 100. So you will get this answer as what is coming? Minus 0.016 velocity, that means a meter per second. So you will get the answer as what is coming? 0.016 meter per second. So this way you can solve our question number 4. A batsman deflected a ball by an angle of 45 degree without changing its initial speed, which is equal to 54 km per hour. What is the impulse imparted to the ball? And mass of the ball is 0.15 kg. So we have to find the impulse imparted. That means in this case, so you can see that so a batsman deflected ball, like this, a batsman deflected ball by an angle of what is coming? 45 degree. That means with respect to normal it is 22.5 degree without changing its initial speed. A batsman deflected a ball by an angle of 45 degree without changing its initial speed of which is equal to 54 km per hour. What is the impulse imparted in this ball? So in this case, impulse imparted we know impulse is equal to what is that? When this ball is strikes at a certain angle. So we already found the impulse is equal to 2 mu cos theta. 2 mu cos theta. So we can substitute and find, which is equal to 2 into mass is given. What is the mass? Mass of this ball is 0.15 into initial velocity 54 km per hour only. So we have to convert into meter per second. 54 into 5 by 18. So you can see that. So 3, that means 15 will come. So 15 into cos 22.5. So you can solve this, you will get the answer. So cos 22.5 is given. Cos 22.5 degrees is given as 0.9239. 0.9. This value you will get from log table. So after doing this calculation, so impulse is coming as final answer. You can see that while doing this calculation, you will get this answer as 4.16 kilogram meter per second. So this way we are getting the value of impulse as 4.16 kilogram meter per second. So we will discuss our question number 6. A stone of mass 0.25 kilogram tied to the end of a string which is whirled around a circle of radius 1.5 meter with a speed of 40 revolutions per minute in a horizontal plane. What is the tension in the string and what is the maximum speed with which a stone can be whirled around? The string can be withstand a maximum tension of 200 Newton. So you can see that mass is given in this case. Mass is 0.25 and radius of this circular path is given 1.5 meter. And you can see that it's a circle with a speed of 40 revolutions per minute. 40 revolutions per second, we can say that is frequency. So frequency is 40 revolutions per second divided by 60. So 4 by 6 we can calculate. So it should be 0.66 revolutions per second. These are the given data. So you have to find what is the tension in this thing. That means a stone is whirling in a circular path. The tension which is acting towards the center. So that tension is provided by the centripetal force. So we have to find the centripetal force. So tension is equal to what is coming? mv square divided by r. So we can calculate v is equal to what is coming? m into r square omega square divided by r. V is equal to r omega. So we can calculate v is equal to what is coming? m r omega square. So if you are doing this calculation, you will get this value. So how will you calculate this value? We can see that tension T is equal to m into r. Omega we can calculate. Omega is what is coming? 2 pi mu all square. So you can substitute and find. So what is that? T is equal to mass is given what is coming? 0.25. Radius is given 1.5 into 2 into 3.14 into frequency is given 0.66 all square. So if you are doing this, you will get the value of tension in the system. So can you find what is the tension? So tension is coming as, after doing this calculation, you will get this answer also. What is coming? 6.4 Newton. 6.4 Newton meters. Now second part, you can see that what is the maximum speed in which the stone can be whirled. So what is the maximum speed when a tension of 200 Newton is acting? So when a tension of 200 Newton is acting, what is the maximum speed is acting? What is the maximum speed acted by the stone? So tension is given, T max is given 600 Newton. So we have to find what is the maximum velocity. So T max is equal to, we know what is coming, m v max square divided by r. So v max square we can find. V max is equal to under root of T into r divided by m. So you can find this. Substitute 200 into r, 1.5 divided by mass is given. What is the value of a mass? 0.25. Yes, 0.25 under root. So you can simplify this and find the value of a maximum velocity. You can find this. So you will get this as under root of 1200. So that means this value is coming 34.6 meter per second. So this way you can find the value of a maximum speed. Okay, thank you.